is kind of old news, but I feel like I had to make this video. Last time around, we looked at the character select screen that was shown at E3, and we deduced that there were a lot of missing characters. So we started filling the slots with the characters that had already been announced, and we came to the conclusion that there was only one character left. There was only one slot that we had no idea who was gonna fill it. Now we know. Now it seems that the My Hero One's Justice game has a complete roster that we can talk about. And the last character slot was filled by Muscular in the latest V-Jump magazine, announced through a scan. Muscular! Now, the quick description that was translated by Gematsu says that Muscular can use his quirk to amplify his muscles to abnormal strength and deliver deadly blows. Which is basically, yes, a description of his quirk. Doesn't say much about this guy gameplay-wise. Now, I did not predict Muscular. I predicted Overhaul, but I got Muscular on the thumbnail, so maybe I get some points for that? I think I was just way too optimistic in thinking that Season 3 of My Hero Academia was gonna get all the way to Overhaul. And with the Muscular announcement, I am now more and more convinced that no, it won't get that far. My Hero moves fast, but maybe not that fast. Now, in reality, there were actually 3 character slots that were unconfirmed, and that's why Gran Torino and All For One both have a different color background in this character select screen that we made. But these 2 characters have been severely hinted at. They were just never officially confirmed. But along with Muscular, Gran Torino was actually confirmed as well. So we're just gonna change that background color and give you the quick description, also translated by Gematsu. Gran Torino can use his quirk to shoot air from the boosters at the bottom of his feet to freely fly around the field and attack with super high speed combos. Alright, that does tell us something gameplay-wise. He's a fast type character, but not too powerful, maybe. I don't know. Oh, we'll see when we play it. No reason to speculate based on scans. I hate doing that. So that leaves us with just All For One as the final character, just waiting to be confirmed as well. He has shown up at the end of a previous trailer, so we know that at the very least his character model is there. He might be a boss fight for story mode if he's not playable, but with the importance of this character to just the general My Hero Academia plot, and also the importance that he had on the hideout raid arc specifically, it's hard not to see him as a playable character, especially because My Hero is gonna have like a story mode, and after you beat story mode you play as the villains, and it's hard to imagine that villain side of things without All For One. He basically does all the work in the hideout raid. What are you gonna do, just not play as the villains during that whole thing? Now, I get this question asked a lot. Why would I assume that this is the final character count? I mean, they could always make it a bigger roster than what they've shown so far. Yes, they could, but I assume this is the final roster size because this is what they've shown at E3. I mean, yeah, they could increase it, but why would you assume they would do that? Is it just because you want the roster to be bigger? I think it's much more sensible to assume that the roster size will be as big as they've shown it to us. Just because we want it to be bigger doesn't mean I can assume that the roster size will be bigger. And actually, the character select screen looks pretty final. I mean, it looks like you have a lot of space on the left and right, but what you're missing in this character select screen that we made is the character models coming in from the sides whenever you select a character. So you add those elements and you don't have a lot of space left. So yeah, I believe this is the final roster count, which has been very disappointing for a lot of people, I understand. And there could always be DLC in the future, and that's actually the question I want to launch today. If there is DLC, which I don't think they have announced any post-launch DLC plans. Not yet, at least, but if there is, who would you like to see added to the game? And I only have one rule for this question slash answer, English. Only one rule, you have to stay within Season 3. I think Overhaul and Lemillion, it's unreasonable to expect those characters if Season 3 is not gonna get there. So let's stay within the bounds of reason. Who would you like to see? Who do you think they'll add as DLC characters? Let me know in the comments down below. And before I end this video, I also feel like I have to make a video about the Jump Force character announcements. 3 Bleach characters have been announced, but you know, we got screenshots for Ichigo, Rukia, and Aizen. I don't recognize these outfits. Ichigo has 2 swords. I've watched the whole anime, but this might be some manga exclusive thing. I don't know where these guys are coming from. I don't know what the deal with them is, and it's just screenshots, and I kind of don't want to make a video on that because there's not much to say. So for all those asking me to make a video on Jump Force, we'll wait for Anime Expo. How about that? Maybe they'll have new stuff there, and then we'll talk about all of it and what it means. But hey, actually, I learned today that Ryuk and Light are not actually playable characters. They're just part of story mode. So that was a bummer. Anyway, if you want to watch my reaction to the trailer where All For One was kind of announced, you can watch it right here. If you're in the mood for something else, there's also the video at the bottom. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.